Chevrolet. It's career win number 28. You climb now, you're 98 points back of Alex Palou in the overall season-long championship, and more importantly, another win here today. Congratulations. What came to you there after that first stint and a half or so that you were able to get past Will and stay up front?
You know, it was just unfortunate that, you know, we came off the truck so good. Luke Mason did such a great job with his car, and I was so happy yesterday, pretty immediately, and then to, you know, qualify as disappointingly as we did, I think for us, you know, for our expectation, if you will. I mean, it wasn't a disaster, but it was not where we thought we should be. I know it's not where the car should be. And I was just really, I've done that a lot here. I've not qualified where I think we should. And that exact problem was, you know, sort of the same in the beginning of the race. We were trying to counteract it and didn't quite get there. It took about a stint and a half to really get the car where it needed to be, and then it was great. It was back to sort of the beginning of yesterday. It was really, you know, just a nice car. The team did a great job as always. They always give me a fantastic car here. You know, you can't win a race around this place without having the best car in the field, and I feel like I've always got that when we show up.
Questions for our champion now, 5-time winner here at Iowa Speedway. We'll begin with Nate, and then over here with Wolfgang again.
Nate Ryan, ABC Sports. Joseph, you were really upset. I remember last year after qualifying too, I think you were second in both races behind Will to start. Is it something, is the way you drive the track that you're doing something wrong, or is it like setup, or?
I mean, it's a combination. It was mostly setup today, you know, which is not on anybody. I'll say it's on me. Like, I just didn't quite know where we needed to be. I mean, you're kind of guessing. You know, we were supposed to originally qualify at 8:30. It was going to be a lot colder. And so you're basing the setup around that. And then you have to think about the race. Like, we were also probably a little bit more lean to the race maybe than other people, because you just gotta choose a little bit. You know, the temperature's going to keep rising in the race. So do you want the race car to be right, or do you want the qualifying car? And you're kind of in the middle a little bit. So I don't think we were fully optimized for qualifying, but I also just didn't get the balance right. And you know, it's purely just that. Last year was the same deal. I'd say maybe last year I could have done a little better personally too. Like, I just didn't drive hard enough, so I was kicking myself for that. I felt like I drove hard enough today. I just didn't have the balance that I needed. So we were pretty upset about it, but we knew we'd have a chance in the race. We've got a great car. I mean, we knew that right from the jump. It was just a matter of, you know, I just felt like we could do more today. You know, and even leaving now, I'm like, we just got a lot of homework tonight to be even better. You know, I just feel like it was good, but it wasn't quite good enough. Like, it's gonna need to be better tomorrow, is my feel.
So yesterday you were telling us about how you went like a step beyond being a teammate to Scotty and showed him everything about this track, and he was explaining that after qualifying today, that it was on this flight that you reviewed like every lap that he had made and every lap you made or whatever last year. Did you have any regrets about that in the closing laps, or knowing that he was like breathing down your neck at some points during this race? Or?
I mean, I knew he knew everything. I've tried to be as transparent as I can with him as a teammate. You know, he's been, he's a great member of the team. He's a good pal. You know, I want to kick his ass as much as anybody. It's got nothing to do with that. Like, I'm not giving him any favors necessarily. I just think it's the right thing to do. If your teammate, you know, wants to learn something, I hope he would give me the courtesy the same way. If he, you know, when he's got something on me, I want him to teach me it. I think that's how it, you know, should be. You don't always get that, but I'm happy to teach him what I know. And, you know, I look at it that it doesn't really matter. If he knows exactly what I know, then it's just going to come down to who's doing a better job. And if he does a better job than me, then he deserves to win. So I hope he doesn't do a better job than me tomorrow. But if he does, then he'll be a deserving winner. So he's, you know, let's see what happens. He looked really good today. I'm going to have to probably step up a little bit more tomorrow.
And then last one for me, in Victory Lane, you were obviously upset with some of the lap traffic today. Pato and Scotty were both in here and shared your concerns about that. Are you going to name any names for us? Is there anybody you want to call us in particular?
There's a lot of people. You know, it's one thing. It's one thing if you're leading the race. You're leading the race. You know, you're really within your right. If you're fighting with people around you, you know, 7th, 8th, 9th place, they're all fighting. You're within your right to, you know, to fight as hard as possible. And I think, you know, the way the rule is written, it's also legal for them to fight to the death to stay on the lead lap in front of the leader. It is legal, but I can just tell you, you're not making any friends when you do it. You really aren't, and it's just, I mean, there's 20 laps to go in the race, and I was getting driven like it was literally to the death for the end of the Indy 500. Like, it was just crazy. I couldn't believe the way people were mirror driving. I've never seen it that bad here. You know, normally if you're the leader, you get like, you're not getting a handout, but you're at least getting the courtesy that you are the leader and you're about to get lapped. Okay, so like you don't have to pull over, but like just don't be aggressive and weave in front of the leader, block the leader, chop the leader. Like, you know, there's just a point where you've got to understand that that comes back around. If you do that to someone, I'm going to fence you the next time I see you. Or if you're the leader the next time, I am going to do you so dirty if you did that to me. Like, it's common sense. And everybody in the paddock knows it. And they're just, for whatever reason, there's people that just can't get it. And you know what? If they can't learn it by now, then they'll probably never learn. So I guess where I'm going with this, you can tell I'm frustrated by it. There's a lot of people that are. I can't change other people's behavior. So if they're going to continue to do that, I've just got to study and figure out how to counteract it, because that's how they're going to play. And I'm going to assume they're going to play like that tomorrow, and I just got to be in a better position and better equipped to handle it.
Scotty said you might go talk to some of them tonight.
Oh, I'll talk to some people tonight too. Yeah, they got to know. I mean, look, it's not cool. It is not cool. If you want to play that game, that's fine, but you know, you should be thinking long term.
Wolfgang.
Now, Joseph, first, congratulations. You just said earlier the car was good enough. Nevertheless, you said the car still good enough.
It's definitely in the window. There's no doubt. You know, I think the tough thing about Iowa is the window is so tight here. You know, you can have a stint where you're really good and a stint where you all of a sudden lose a ton of potential and time on the average, and it's really easy to bounce back and forth between perfect and way off perfect. So I think the car's in the window. We've just got to maybe clean some areas up. I gotta get some new tools in my toolkit. Figure out how can I arm myself a little bit better for the way everything is flowing nowadays. Everyone is stronger. I mean, it looks like that. Everyone has more maneuverability. Everyone is getting coached by their spotters now on exactly how to race people hard. So it is a tougher game than I think it's ever been around here. But our car's capable. We've just got to make sure we maximize it.
Bruce.
So much of the history of Penske racing has been drivers that were great oval drivers like Bobby Unser and Rick Mears and now yourself. And to be in that category, and when you win an oval race for Team Penske, how special is that?
I don't really feel differently about it than any other track, to be honest with you, Bruce. For me, my goal is to be strong everywhere. It doesn't matter the discipline or the track type. I want to be good everywhere we show up. If there's a place we're not good, it's number one on my list to figure out, and say, why aren't we good here? Why can't we win this race? Anything is possible for us and our team, and we need to approach it that way. So just in short, it doesn't feel different to me, whether it's Iowa or it's Toronto or it's Detroit or Road America. They all matter, and you take great pride in being able to work with a team and put a victory together. They're all difficult, it's not easy to win a race in this series, so they all feel the same.
And just obviously the goal is to come here tomorrow and win again. How do you feel the prospects are coming out here and getting out the broom?
I was hesitant yesterday to, I feel like everybody, when we walk in here, they just assume, oh, we're going to be quick. And it's not the attitude that you can have. You just can't feel like there's anything given. And I think we did a good job today recovering. I was really proud of the team. To feel disappointed with qualifying and then to just really improve the race car and do a great job today, I'm proud of that. But that doesn't guarantee tomorrow either. I think Scott's going to be really good. Pato's he's going to come back better. I think Will's going to be strong. And then you never know who else is just going to improve overnight. So I'm focused on being better tomorrow because I'm going to assume that everyone else is going to pick up their game.
Other questions in person? We'll go, let's go Jack, and then we'll go back to Nate, and then Patrick.
Joseph, obviously laser focused, you can tell that, and obviously frustrated about the traffic and stuff like that. Do you feel like I don't know if you feel like you're putting more pressure on yourself this weekend because of maybe your own expectations or what everybody else is expecting you to do when you refer to when you come into this place. It feels like you're quite pent up at the moment. Like, is that pressure you're putting on yourself this weekend?
Maybe a little bit. There's a pressure that's on us. I know when we show up here, it's that assumption. It's the assumption that we're going to be great. you know, just because we should be. We're the 2-car, we should be really good here. And, you know, that's okay, because I think there's always a pressure that exists. You know, you show up to Indianapolis with Team Penske, and there's only, you know, there's only one place that people accept as okay for Team Penske, and that's winning the race. So we deal with those pressures. It's not like it's something new. But I think more than anything, you know, it's honestly been a really tough year. Like, we've had some good moments, there's no doubt. Obviously, the 500 was, you know, it was the best moment for everybody this year. But other than that, it's been a really tough season, really, really tough. So, you know, it just feels like one of those grinders again. We grinded last year, and you know, I want to figure out how to get us in a place where we're not grinding, you know, and trying to figure it out week to week. And I've got all the confidence in the world. I mean, the tough thing for me is, like, I know the potential of the team. I really do. It's there. It's always been there, and I just want us to realize it more. And so we're continually working on that. And, you know, for me, I'm just a perfectionist, and I think working towards that potential and maximizing it is what you're seeing from me.
Hey everyone, Dalton Hopkins here with Frontstretch.com. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out one of the 2 videos next to me to see more of our racing content.